Melissa, and I'm doing my topic on excess sugar consumption. So I just want to inform you that excess sugar consumption is extremely detrimental to your health and well-being, as well as your mental health and your waistline. The standard American diet has been leading millions of Americans to eat more and more processed foods and sugary beverages, which is causing obesity rates to skyrocket and cause more and more deaths from preventable chronic diseases. By the end of my speech, I want you to know that consuming excess sugar puts you at risk for developing several chronic diseases. In fact, the more you consume, the more likely your health will be negatively impacted. Today, we'll show you how the consumption is not only tied to diabetes and heart disease, the two leading causes of biggest killers of chronic diseases like cancer, depression, diabetes, and even dental disease. Obesity is one of the largest epidemics in American culture today. Due to the lack of exercise and proper nutrition, obesity has tripled since 1975 worldwide. In 2016, it was estimated that 1.9 billion adults were overweight and 650 million were obese. First, I will discuss sugar and how it is a drug. Second, I will discuss how sugar leads to chronic diseases. And finally, I will discuss how to cut sugar from your diet. From weight gain to obesity, sugar is a drug that many of us are addicted to. Sugar is a very sweet substance that activates many sensors in the brain, which releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical. When you overindulge in high sugary foods a lot, you build a tolerance to it, which you then require larger amounts of it to get the same good feeling. Overstimulation of sugar over a period of time can develop into an addiction because it makes you feel good when you eat it. More than half of the calories on the American diet are consumed from sugary beverages and sodas. Sugar is a poison. It doesn't contain any essential vitamins or minerals. There are two kinds of sugars. There are added sugars and natural sugars. Added sugars come from a lot of most processed foods like cake, cookies, and the natural sugars come from grains and vegetables and fruits. The effects of sugar that has on the brain is compared to drugs like even cocaine and heroin. Too much added sugar promotes disease and inflammation in the body. Consuming too much added sugar can raise blood pressure and increase chronic inflammation, which can lead to heart disease. Your liver metabolizes sugar and converts the carbohydrates into fat, which can lead to a greater accumulation of fat, which may turn into fatty liver disease and contribute to diabetes, which makes you more at risk for heart disease. While experts believe that sugar may not directly cause cancer, they believe that obesity does. Inflammatory proteins are released by fat cells, which can damage the DNA and cause tumors. There are 13 types of cancer you are at risk for when you are overweight or obese, including breast cancer, liver cancer, and colon cancer. High insulin levels are likely to drive cancer, and sugar drives insulin. Eating excess sugar consumption increases your risk for depression and mood disorders. A study found that people who ate refined and processed foods like fried foods, sweet foods, and processed meats were more likely to be diagnosed with depression than people who ate whole foods. There are ways to keep added sugars out of your diet to have a healthier lifestyle and prevent chronic diseases. There are ways to keep added sugar out of your diet and have a healthier lifestyle to prevent chronic diseases. Eating a healthy diet is essential for your health and preventing many chronic diseases like cancer, depression, and heart disease. Eating whole foods, high in fiber like avocado and spinach, are great ways to avoid added sugars. Stay away from foods like fast food, fried foods, and most items sold in a bag or a box. Avoiding soda is one of the biggest ways to decrease added sugar and empty calories from your diet. Eat whole grain breads. Opposed to eating refined bread, as refined bread has a lot of added sugar and chemicals. And added sugar is something to avoid when trying to prevent chronic diseases, illnesses such as heart disease, depression, and diabetes. Sugar is one of the most addictive foods that gives you a high like many illicit drugs. There is a lot of added sugar in our foods today, which we need to be aware of and try to eliminate. Thank you.